Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. Let's begin with the practice question. The Global Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction 2022 took place in, the correct answer is Indonesia. The Global Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction 2022 took place in Indonesia from May 23rd to 28, 2022. Civil society players recently recognized the importance of this global platform as it marked the first session since the COVID-19 pandemic, and the theme this year was From Risk to Resilience towards Sustainable Development for All in a COVID-19 Transformed World. It is also an important first milestone in the midterm review of the Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction. The outcome of GP 2022 was summarized in the 𝐃𝐫𝐤𝐬𝐡𝐭𝐢 agenda for resilience. At the platform, governments, the UN system, and all stakeholders get together to identify ways to further accelerate the implementation of the Sendai Framework. Moving on. Lake Urmia is located in Iran is the correct answer. Iranian police have arrested several people for disturbing security after they protested the drying up of Lake Urmia. Urmia, one of the largest hypersaline or super salty lakes in the world, is located between the cities of Tabriz and Urmia, with more than 6 million people dependent on agriculture around its shores. It began shrinking in 1995 due to a combination of prolonged drought and the extraction of water, farming and dams. Lake Urmia, along with its once approximately 102 islands, are protected as a national park by the Iranian Department of Environment. Recently, a word Berti was in the news. It is actually a tribe in Sudan. Recently, police fired tear gas in Sudan's capital, Khartoum, against anti-coup protesters who also called attention to increasingly deadly tribal clashes in the country's south. The clashes in Blue Nile state in Sudan erupted between Berti and Hausa tribes recently. Berti tribe is a part of the Kanuri Saharan people cluster within the Sub-Saharan African Affinity Bloc. Their primary language is Sudanese Arabic. Which of the following best describe the Marburg? It is a viral infection. Recently, Ghana confirmed its first outbreak of highly infectious Marburg virus. This is the only second outbreak of a Marburg in West Africa, and the first ever case of the virus in the region was detected last year in Guinea. Marburg virus disease is highly virulent that causes hemorrhagic fever with a fatality ratio of up to 88%. It is in the same family as the virus that causes Ebola. Two large outbreaks that occurred simultaneously in Marburg and Frankfurt in Germany and in Belgrade, Serbia in 1967 led to the initial recognition of the disease. It can spread through human-to-human transmission via direct contact. Bonalu tradition is associated with which of the following states? Telangana is the correct answer. Recently, Bonalu festival started in Secunderabad, Telangana. Devotees carried a gigantic paper structure known as Thottelu to be offered as a token of respect to the goddess at the Sri Ujjaini Mahankali temple in Secunderabad, and the festival is special for women folk who wake up early, prepare the bonum in an earthen pot or a brass vessel, and they apply pasupu and kumkum and tie a sacred thread around it. There were traditional dances by Potharaju, Kolatam, and artists dressed as tigers. This year, the Mahankali Jatra will see the procession led by Elephant Lakshmi from the Virupaksha Mutt in Hampi. The Bonalu tradition began in 1815 and was declared a state festival after the formation of Telangana in 2014. Pseudoceros galatheensis is a special type of polyclad. Now, recently, marine researchers recorded a new marine flatworm in Rushikonda beach of Vishakhapatnam. The vibrant colored benthic organism was a species of polyclad flatworm, Pseudoceros galatheensis, recorded for the first time in Andhra Pradesh and East Coast mainland India. Marine flatworms, also called polyclads, are usually seen in nearshore areas and tropical and subtropical areas, and they are predatory and mainly feed on marine organisms like sponges, ascidians, crabs, and other smaller organisms. Their role is vital as predators in coral reefs and other shallow waters marine ecosystem. Their brilliant color warns other predators that they are toxic and should not be consumed. Moving on. With reference to India's biodiversity, Russell's viper, common krait, and the saw-scaled viper are reptiles is the correct answer. The Eastern Ghats Wildlife Society, in collaboration with the Andhra Pradesh Forest Department, has launched a project to address human-snake conflict. Its aim is to train the locals in snake rescue operation in the complex geographical terrain of Nagarjunasagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve. The largest tiger reserve in India lies in the Nallamalla hill ranges of Andhra Pradesh, and the Bengal tigers can be seen from there. The forest also has the big four species of venomous snakes. Russell's viper, common krait, common cobra, and the saw-scale vipers are some. Recently, Indian Navy decommissioned Sindhudhvaj. It is a The correct answer is submarine. Now, the Navy's Kilo class submarine INS Sindhudhvaj was decommissioned from service at Visakhapatnam after 35 years in service. Commissioned into the Navy in June 1987, Sindhudhvaj was one of the 10 Kilo class submarine India acquired from Russia between 1986 and 2000. Of these, Sindhu Rakshak was lost in an accident in Mumbai harbour in August 2013. Sindhuveer was transferred to Myanmar in 2020, making it the Southeast Asian nation's first underwater platform. Industrial sectors having pollution index of 60 and above come under red category is the correct answer. The Union Environment Ministry's latest draft notification on ecologically sensitive area in the Western Ghats is facing stiff opposition in Karnataka. The draft notification states that there shall be a complete ban on mining, quarrying and sand mining in ESA, also barring setting up of a new thermal power project and expansion of existing plants in the sensitive areas, and the banning of all new red category industries. These are activities that have a pollution index score of 60 and above, such as petrochemical manufacturing and coal liquefaction. Rapid finance instrument facilities related to which of the following? International Monetary Fund is the correct answer. Sri Lanka is hoping for a RFI facility as well as a large extended fund facility from the International Monetary Fund to help it deal with foreign currency shortages. The RFI provides rapid and low access financial assistance to member countries facing an urgent balance of payment need. It can provide support to meet a broad range of urgent needs, including those arising from commodity price shocks, natural disasters, and emergencies resulting from fragility. As a single flexible mechanism with a broad coverage, the RFI replaced the IMF's previous policy that covered emergency natural disaster assistance and emergency post-conflict assistance. Law of ancestral heredity was propounded by, the correct answer is Francis Galton. The year 2022 denotes the 200th birth anniversary of Gregor Johann Mendel and Francis Galton. Both men sought to understand heredity, transmission of characteristics from parent to children. Galton propounded the law of ancestral heredity. Galton's ancestral law states that the two parents contribute between them on average one half of the total heritage of the offspring, the four grandparents 1/4, and so on, and he published his findings in the book Hereditary Genius in 1869. Galton was a polymath, an explorer, geographer, meteorologist and psychologist, and a statistician who theorized the existence of solar wind. James Watt, Charles Babbage, Barbara McClintock, Eugene Parker answered it correctly. Thank you so much for watching.